What is going on, YouTube fam? It's your boy YUNGFABIANN tapping back in with another video. You know what I'm saying? Hey, today we got Rich Paul gets destroyed in Michael Jordan debate. I ain't gonna lie, I don't even know who's Rich Paul, man. Let's look him up real quick. You know what I'm saying? Who is Rich Paul? Rich Paul, American sport. Where's the NBA stuff, bro? Go to Wikipedia. Feel me? Founder and chief executive of Klutch Sports. Okay. The most capable client, longtime friend of LeBron James. Okay. So he's a big LeBron fan. And apparently he's going to get flamed in this Michael Jordan debate. Well, hey, I'm a LeBron fan. You know what I'm saying, man? So, is me and Rich Paul alike? I don't know. I guess we're going to figure it out in this video, man. If y'all are new to my channel, I suggest y'all hit that subscribe button. Let's get right into it.
Jordan in today's game would average a 40-point triple-double.
By Sally, right side
Average a
Jordan.
40-point triple-double. Okay.
Michael to the hoop. Dunks it. 52 for Jordan.
Do I agree?
Jordan feels it, and it's going to be awfully tough to slow him down right now. Boom.
Yeah. Probably right around there. Feel me?
Sometimes people say things, and here's the thing. MJ is my guy.
Face it, you're a terrible liar.
Harden
just
came
tell you-
close to a 30-plus point triple-double. Do you know how much better in every area of the game MJ was than Harden? Harden doesn't do a single thing better than MJ.
Correct!
His usage rate would be higher. What does 32, 8, and 8 turn into? What does 37, 5, and 6 turn into? Because he averaged it back then.
When it comes to the golden age of NBA basketball, to the vast majority of fans, as the 1990s as well as 1980s, and the player crossing both those eras was in fact Michael Jordan, the greatest player in NBA history. And looking at Jordan back then, on both ends of the court, the transcendent player who did things nobody thought was possible.
Oh yeah, that 88 year was crazy for MJ, man. Dang, spin around from the free throw? Okay.
Reload pump, rimming good. Oh man.
Again, one of my favorite things, attributes, skills, talents that Michael Jordan has that he does, that is one of my favorite things, man, is when he has the ball and he'll like hold it in the air and then pump it and then do it again, bro. Cause like, I don't know, the dude just flows.
On the lob to
literally
Jordan.
insane.
Michael Jordan down the lane to the
Feel
left
me?
against Lambeer.
Ooh!
Baseline, shoots
That
under
slide
pressure.
was disgusting.
Michael Jordan with 57.
Pulled that shot off.
He was special.
Now, for Jordan back then being so great, being so transcendent, what's the question everyone always asks? How would Michael Jordan be in the modern era? With better spacing, better recovery, technology, really better everything.
Gosh.
The answer to that question is quite simple. Michael Jordan in this era will be 10 times better, and where he'd really dominate is in the stat sheet. As looking at this era, getting your points, getting your stats has never been easier. For example, look at this. Michael Jordan's prime, 85 to 98. A grand total of 32 players scored 50 or more points during that time period. That includes Jordan. From 2013 till now, in the quote-unquote modern era, that number has doubled to 65.
What's wrong with that?
He got it. And we have another 50-point game in the NBA.
Warren for three.
50 spot, give him a 50 spot.
I think that just means there's more better players. Not that the game's gotten easier. Like, there's been a lot more, like players have learned from more past players that there's been. You know what I mean?
And they take it away. And Malachi's got a lay-in. Timeout Atlanta. Flynn's got 50.
Like when Michael Jordan and all them was going in the 90s, like all they had was 60s, 70s, and 80s ball to really look back at. People in the 2020s, they got all that and more.
For the modern era of NBA basketball, of course, you have great players. But looking at the stat sheet, the numbers are super inflated. When Malachi Flynn, TJ Warren are scoring 50 in an NBA game, things have gone too far. And look at the most recent game, Bam Adebayo scoring 83.
That was
this
crazy,
game is
yo.
absolutely diabolical and a disgrace. As someone like Bam,
Honestly, I know a lot of people don't like it, but here's what I'm gonna say, especially about like how many free throws he took. Kobe's game was more talented and more skillful, in my opinion. But Bam, Like, if you look at the game, if you look at the clips, like, he was fouled and he just was making the shots, you know what I'm saying? And he had a good amount of points at an early amount in the game, so why wouldn't he just strive for it? You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people just dislike it for that reason. I say again, just go watch the game yourself. I saw a good amount of highlights where he did get, you know what I'm saying, ethical fouls and whatnot. But he was smacking threes, dunking, you know what I'm saying? Couple assists, couple blocks, you know what I'm saying?
Bam, you know, a solid
He
player,
deserves it.
a mid-tier all-star. What he isn't is an elite scorer who should drop 80. Bam in any other era isn't touching even 40. In 2026, he doubled that and dropped 80.
He just said Bam wouldn't even touch 40. Come on, bro. Why are we just hating and being exaggerated?
83. Long story short, looking at someone like Jordan at his peak of the score, in this era, he would do whatever he wanted. He'd be the fastest player, best jump shooter, most competitive player, and most mentally tough. When you put that together, his stats will be absolutely laughable and video game-esque.
You're basing this as if people still consider the pecking order. These kids today, they're not bowing down to nobody. They're not just going to sit around and let you shoot every shot.
I mean, they do it for Luka and Harden.
No, they don't.
They did it for Harden. But
No, they
okay,
don't.
are you
That's
telling
not-
me that Luka or Harden would average more points than MJ?
What I'm telling
They're
you
in the
is,
mid-30s.
what I'm telling you is, in today's NBA, guys are coming in and they're not caring as much as you think about who you are and what you did. Because in their mind, I'm the guy too.
So, stopping that really quickly, of course, Rich Paul, the king of word salad, and the master of saying a
MJ!
lot, but not really saying anything. In that clip, it's classic Rich Paul. And looking at his main point, it makes zero sense. Young NBA players today get starstruck all the time. And looking at NBA games, they let guys chuck routinely. If that's your first go-to argument, to say Jordan's era wouldn't dominate, wouldn't average 40, your argument's pretty flimsy and non-existent. And even looking at Jordan's own era, I mean, yes, the 1990s, as a megastar, people kind of fear. But in the mid-80s, pre-championships, I mean, Jordan back then had to earn everything he got.
Okay.
When he had high-scoring games,
Fair.
he would face double teams, triple teams. He wasn't allowed to chuck and get up
did.
shots.
Making a first-round upset.
Jordan with the double team. Kicks it to King.
Oh
Back
my
to Michael.
God.
Cleveland must make those jump shots.
Here's the double team against Jordan.
Winds down.
Chucky, the rookie out of North Carolina State. Here's the double team.
Long arms of Scottie Pippen.
Michael Jordan draws the double team.
Dude, let's see if Cleveland tries to run and double team
Against the
him.
Cavs. The Cavs
So
were
they're gonna take
double
the ball out
teaming
of his
Jordan.
hand. Smart play. He had 13 shots in the first half because of the double teams.
What?
And we see the balance there. with the Bulls.
31,
Michael
5,
with
5,
31.
5.
All there, black and white, clear as crystal.
And once again, looking at Rich Paul's line, the guys nowadays aren't going to let you shoot and chuck shots. I mean, what did we just see in South Beach with Bam Adebayo? Bam in this game took 43 shots, and from the free throw line, took 43. If you're going to say players nowadays don't let guys chuck, I mean, Bam just this week disproves that theory. And again, someone like Bam isn't some megastar, some household name, a guy people fear. Bam is an average player, and versus the Wizards, a young NBA team, he had to shoot whatever he wanted. And speaking of chugging up shots, taking a ton of shots, looking at two premier scorers in this era, of course you have Luka Doncic, as well as James Harden. Looking at these two players right here, they're eerily similar. They're not athletic, they're great scorers, as well as playmakers.
Right.
And stats-wise, can do whatever they want. So ask the question,
Literally.
how can they do that versus bigger, stronger, and quote-unquote faster players? Well, it's quite simple. These guys as players manipulate the rules and understand the nuances of basketball in 2026. As looking at the film,
Oh my
maybe
gosh,
it got
Harden!
one-on-one, help at the rim is almost non-existent. That for Jordan's era was a big time difference. Once you get past your man, you gotta beat the next guy and the guy at the rim. In today's era, once you beat your guy, you always have 2 points in the bag.
Of this second half. Crossing over his former teammate Maxey.
Guarded by Thomas. Right baseline, Jordan around Vinnie Johnson. Reverse layup is in.
You got to be
Hey.
Jesus when you do it.
Oh my. Oh, James Harden.
Go lay.
Dang. I mean, these are just certain
Jordan
clips,
was
you
on
know
him
what
for a
I'm
moment.
saying, right?
Off, but what's the
Right.
strength there? Tree Rollins comes over, he grabs him, and Michael still
I
makes
see
the
what
shot.
he's saying. Nah, I mean, they intimidate, but like, they don't really like press him.
Jordan low left around Dumars in deep. Reverse layup is in.
First ball up 4, 9.5 to go in the third as Harden gets a clean lane to the rim.
They contested it there.
Jordan sees.
When you make cross-era comparisons,
Okay,
when you
I see
look
what
at
he's saying.
stats, pace of play, three-point rate, look at the numbers all day long. But if you really want to prove a point, look at the tape and the actual game film. As of course, the film does not lie and cannot lie. And look, before you say it, I'm not knocking guys like S.J. Anthony Edwards, the elite scorers of today's NBA, who put up absurd numbers. Those guys in their era are great players. All I'm saying is, Michael Jordan's era will put up even more absurd numbers and make it look comical. As again, looking at Jordan, his peak as a sport, 1987, he averaged 37.1 points per game and cracked 3,000 points. Michael Jordan in that era had less spacing, worse shooters, and had to go up against legit rim protectors.
But here's the next thing, Rich. People talk about MJ's outside shooting, right? Because he was a 33-ish% lifetime three-point shooter.
No, he was a born jump shooter. Why would you talk about his outside shooting? The three ball, or you just saying
I'm talking about
jump
the three
shot?
ball. The three ball. MJ,
he would perfect
three times in his career, shot at least 3 threes a game. Every time he shot at least 3 threes a game, meaning he had more reps doing it, he shot no less than 37%.
Now, stopping Max right there very quickly, one of the common MJ myths is he couldn't shoot threes or couldn't shoot in general. Both these myths are laughably untrue. As looking at Jordan in the mid-range, I mean, he was unreal. You have fadeaways, step backs.
I mean, they didn't shoot threes near to as much as how much threes they shoot now. Like, back then, I think Jordan would shoot, like, on average, like, 2 threes a game or something. Like, most, maybe 7. And, like, nowadays, like, players shoot on average, like, 20 threes. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, was Jordan good at threes? Yeah, but modern-day players have higher averages and they take more shots. So, Jordan took less shots and made less. You know,
turnarounds, everything and more.
It's kind of there.
If he wanted to shoot those shots, he can make them an effective clip. The only thing is, look at three-point percentage, you got to add context to those shots. When he's shooting 18%, taking 0.2 threes. Those three-point shots are end-of-quarter heaves, half-court shots. When Michael Jordan decided to shoot threes in the early 1990s, he was very, very effective. As look at 1990, on 3 attempts, shot 37%. 1993 to close that era, 2.9 attempts.
That's still really good.
And look at the postseason.
A lot of them
the
shoot
Michael
40
Jordan
nowadays.
Era. Those 3 years combined in the postseason was at 38.7% from deep on 2.4 attempts. In this era, you know, not great volume, but in that era, that was a ton of threes. Now, with that being said, if you take Jordan from that era, put him in this era, do I think he'd take 8-10 threes per game? I actually don't. Michael Jordan, the player, was much smarter than that, much more than a chucker. And looking at Jordan's overall game, where he's most deadly is going downhill and driving to the rim, putting pressure on the defense. What the defense wants Jordan to do is take threes and chuck up shots. For them, if he shoots 35%, 38%, they'll live with that. What they don't want happening is Jordan driving the ball, finishing at the rim, and getting teammates involved.
Yo.
So that right there is in the video, and I'll say one last thing.
Let's hear it.
Looking at Michael Jordan, the player, even in his own era, if he wanted to do something on the court, he could easily do it. Average 370, a scoring champ, did an 87, check. 88,
Michael Jordan's something else,
best defender in basketball, check. He also did that. 89, need a point guard. You know, Jordan, take over those duties, average triple-double. Of course, Jordan did that with ease. Michael Jordan, the player, stats-wise, could do whatever he wanted. If you put him in this era, it wouldn't be a question of if he could average 40, it'd be a question of would he want to. As always, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.
My gosh, bro. Michael Jordan, honestly, he would average 40 with a triple-double. I don't know about triple-double. Maybe double-double. Not triple-double. He'd at least have, like, you know, maybe 10 boards, 10 assists. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I've definitely learned a lot about Michael Jordan in this video. You know what I'm saying? I think triple double was a little exaggerative, but I mean, he had to play, you know what I'm saying, more paint, sturdy defense, you know what I'm saying, in the paint, and just not as much threes. So I don't know. I feel like Michael Jordan would perform better, man. Y'all give me y'all's thoughts down below in the comment section, man. If y'all did like this video, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so y'all don't miss the new ones coming soon. Have a good day, and I'm going to catch you on the next video. Yes, sir.